Hello back. This is gonna be a masterclass in data repair before modeling. In this lecture, we're gonna discuss cleaning missing data, your gateway to reliable machine learning. Right now, you are about to train your model, right? The data is loaded. You are bumped. But boom, because not available, or zeros, or blanks, and the model it's overfitting, underperforming, or just straight up lying. Throughout this lecture, we're gonna discuss deeply. First, we're gonna understand different type of missing data, and we're gonna identify missing values using Panda. Even we're gonna explore advanced strategy for handling missing data, and lastly, we're gonna apply best practice before machine learning model. First of all, why it matter in machine learning? Because missing data is one of the most dangerous, invisible threat in any machine learning workflow. Today mission not just fixing missing data, but understanding it, profiling it, and dominating it. This is not a tutorial. This is gonna be a game. We're gonna say 80% of data science work in the world today is about data cleaning, because missing data can skew distribution, can introduce bias, and even break the pipeline. But exactly what the definition of missing data and what's missing data really? We can say missing data is not just a blank cell. It's a symptom of broken system. It shows up as not available, like not a number, or data just not available or recorded, none in the Python, or in some other things like null. Empty string, zeros, but watch out, this might be real data or a placeholder. So all of those items could be missing data. And the danger here, your model can't distinguish between unknown and zero. Just like a doctor wouldn't treat a fever and missing a heartbeat the same. We don't treat every null the same. This is gonna take us for the next slide. The type of missing data. This change everything. Before you fix anything, you need to diagnose the type of missing. First, we have something called MCAR. Stands for missing completely at random. We categorize that one as a low risk. I'm gonna give you an example. Random glitch. Second, we call it MAR. Stands for missing at random. We're gonna categorize it as a medium risk. Give me an example. For example, gender missing when age equal 80. Medium. Third, and which we categorize it as a high risk, is MNAR. Stands for missing not at random. That one gonna give you an example like income not reported by rich user. Here is the rule. The less random your missing data is, the more dangerous it be. So let's jump here to the Google Colab. Here inside our notebook, we imported Panda as BD, and throughout this GitHub URL, we're gonna access Titanic data, and we're gonna read this one using bd.read_csv and passing directly the URL. After that, we are using here isnull.submission. That one gonna show column by column damage. Let's see the output of this one by executing this one. I'm gonna click here and I'm gonna wait for a second, and voila. Here you are not just a developer, you are a detective. Here we have the columns of each column inside Titanic, and by end of that you can see just like 5 rows as a sample of this data. We're gonna come back here and understand what's going on here exactly. Let's get back to the slide right now, which is gonna take us to detecting missing data. To do that inside Panda, we're gonna use this function df.isNull.submission. That one gonna show you column wise missing count. After that we have df.information, and that one gonna tell us where density drop. And the last one, we have this kind of script which is gonna view missing rows. But don't stop there. Ask none related to high age or low fare. Are rows with missing cabin also missing? So try to understand the data while you are reading the output of this. But right now, to understand it more, we want to visualize this kind of hidden structure. And to do so, we have here Seaborn, which is gonna introduce us some kind of script to help us to visualize that. Let's get back again to our notebook. And here we're gonna use Seaborn as SNS, and we're gonna visualize the heat map. The visual tools gonna reveal hidden structure. In Titanic, row missing cabin often have missing age. Let's have a look here. As you can see, here you can find the column names, and that's not random. This is a systematic issue. Maybe third class passenger weren't properly recorded. This insight can change how you treat those rows, from dropping to modeling. So the first strategy here, we call it dropping. Let's have a look here. df_clean equal df.drop_NA. And we can say dropping is a nuclear option. Drop rows only if missing less than 5%. Drop column only if they are irrelevant. Never ever drop target column. If survived is missing, pause everything. The second strategy here, as we can find, the age have missing values, so we call it fill it. So we're gonna here catch the column of age and use .fill NA with the median. And we can say mean work for symmetric data and median is work amazing with kind of columns like age or income. Still we have more strategies here. Let's go down and add one more code, and that's exactly what we call it filling category column. Here it's gonna be easy fix, but only if the mood is dominant. Example, if 90% of passenger embarked for S, filling the rest is safe. So here we are working with embarked column and we're gonna fill it with the mood 0. This one gonna sometimes is not working, so you're gonna remove in place equal true like that and execute it again. It's gonna work. Same we did with the age. And the next one is very similar to this one. What we call it filling missing as a category. Right now I specify a new category and we call it unknown. Let's remove as well this part. So here I'm gonna anything is like missing inside the cabin, we're gonna categorize it as unknown. This one is especially useful in tree-based model like random forest or light GBM or even cat boost. And instead of guessing, just say we don't know. It's easy, right? You now know more about cleaning data than 90% of data scientists. You have learned the logic, the option, the traps, and the real-life decisions that separate coder from engineer. In the next lecture, we're gonna bring the data to life with more exercises. See you there.